Dad, 4-1. Mum, 4-1. Kid, even's favourite. It's Dad!
Oh.
Paddy Power Bookmaker. Let's make things more interesting.
Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. When the wind blows, how do we know when this will happen?
But before we begin the tournament, let's review how the game is played. Texas Hold'em is a variation of poker, but what it shares with all poker games is that the winning hand will be the highest ranked 5-card poker hand according to the official ranking of poker hands. High card, then 1 pair. 2 pair is higher still, then 3 of a kind. A straight is 5 in a row, any suit. Flush is 5 of the same suit in any order. A full house is 3 of one kind, 2 of another. 4 of a kind is what it says, and a straight flush is 5 in a row, all of the same suit. A royal flush is a straight flush, ace high. And we have Evelyn here with us. Evelyn, you've never played before, have you?
That's true, Jesse. I've never played poker, so I need to know where to start.
The first thing that happens is the placing of the button and the posting of the blinds.
So what's a button?
This is the dealer button. It signifies who the nominal dealer is. The blinds are compulsory bets placed to the left of the button that get the action going.
So to get the action going, I need to place a blind?
Yeah, you need to put out 1 unit, and that's the small blind. And I need to put out 2 units, which is the big blind.
Blinds are posted. Let's deal the cards. These are our personal cards. Action is on me. I have 3 options. I can call, which would be to match the bet and continue in the hand. I could fold, throw away my cards, surrender my claims on the pot, but not lose any more money. Or I could raise, increase the bet, and other players would have to match this amount if they want to continue in the hand. I'm going to just call.
Well, I'm happy with my cards, so I'm going to call.
And I'll just call.
Okay, sweep the chips. The betting round is done. Let's see the flop.
Now, what's the flop?
Well, these 3 cards are community cards, which means we can use them along with our personal cards in building the best 5-card poker hand. Now, the flop is down. Action to the left of the button. Evelyn, that's you.
So what are my options now?
Well, you can check or bet.
Okay.
To check would mean you decline the option to bet, but don't want to fold your hand just yet.
I think I'll check.
I'll bet. 2.
Bet is 2. I call that bet. Evelyn, back to you. You can call, raise, or fold.
So I have to match your bet.
If you want to continue, that's correct.
I'll continue.
Okay, the betting round is done. Bets are even. Sweep the chips. Let's see the turn card or the 4th card. Another community card. Action to the left of the button.
And what are my options now?
Check or bet.
I think I'll check.
I'll check.
Checking is not for grown-ups. Bet. And let's bet 4.
Okay, I think I'll fold at this point.
Okay, you surrender your claims to the pot. You can't win the hand. Liam, 4 to you.
I'll call.
Bets are even. Sweep the chips. Let's see the last card, or the river card. No more cards to come. We must now make the best 5-card poker hand out of 7 available, but there's one last betting round. Action to the left of the button.
I'll bet 4.
I raise, see your 4, and 5 more.
I'll call.
Okay, time for a showdown. Best hand wins the pot. Pair of aces, and Liam, you're going to scoop this one.
I'll win the pot.
That's Hold'em poker.
Show me something this time.
Place the button and post the blinds for the first hand of the Paddy Power Poker Tournament. 23 players here. We're playing down to 1. I'm here with the gentleman, Liam Flood. And Liam, this is anybody's poker tournament.
This is definitely anybody's poker tournament because it's made up of small players who play in the Jackpot Club in Dublin every Wednesday and Friday night. And the tournaments are £15 entry fee on a Wednesday and £20 on a Friday. It's big money for them to put in £400.
So these are the brightest and best of the up-and-coming Irish poker players.
Yes, Jesse, and these are the table positions for the first week.
There we're looking at Sean Tobin.
Sean has won a few tournaments recently in the club. He was away for maybe 12 months or something like that, but he's playing particularly well at the moment.
Well, we're underway here for the first hand. Action will be on Sean first. The blinds are 25 and 50, and he's flat called the 50 bet.
And so has Brian Dowling. And now Michael Frisbee has put in a raise.
It looks like he's doubled the size of the bet.
Yeah, he's made
Liam.
it 100.
It's 100 straight,
Oh,
and there you can see what he's done it on. Pretty good hand, Liam.
yep. And Sean Tobin has called him.
The action is complete for the pre-flop betting round. That's the flop. Those 3 cards are community cards, and you can see Sean has matched up a 9 in his hand with a 9 on the board. But Liam, that's not higher than 2 queens yet, is it?
No. Michael bet and Sean threw his cards in. So Michael Frisbee is the chip leader.
So the first pot over without a showdown, but Sean Tobin made a correct decision to fold, Liam. He was well outgunned by 2 queens.
My name is Michael Frisbee. I'm a performance driving instructor. What that means is I teach people how to drive on racetracks, how to drive high performance cars.
This is a 7-card game. There were still 2 cards to come. Sean got out of that pot before the hand was over. He didn't want to risk any more money, did he?
No, in actual fact, if he put in any more money, he was probably risking his 4,000. Because the next bet was probably 500. And
Okay, new hand, new cards for everyone. The blinds and the button are set, and the action will be
on Brian Dowling.
He's decided to fold, won't cost him anything.
Stephen has folded, Michael has folded. It's around to Eileen on the button. Eileen has called.
It's a flat call, the blinds are in, and will be 3-way action for the pot.
And there's £150 in the pot at the moment.
That's the flop. It comes queen high.
Check.
Small blind to act first. It was checked around, Liam. No one wanted to wager. That's a free card, and now a new betting round will commence. There's been a bet out of the small blind. That was Roy.
Roy bet, and Eileen called.
Sean would wait.
Roy, using his 10 in his hand, has queens and 10s.
Roy put a lot of money in there, Liam, on the river, and he was not called. He won the pot.
Roy played this hand very well. He checked on the flop, and when the queen came up on 4th Street to make him 2-pair, he decided that Eileen did not have a queen, so he bet it and won the pot.
Roy Brindley, 30-something, I forget, my memory's not good. Occupation, magazine editor and odds compiler and anything involving greyhound racing.
Now it'll be David Cleary's turn to act first. Big blind on Michael. There's Michael in the big blind waiting to see what the action is. There's been a raise that looks like 550 units, Liam. That is a strong raise of 500. Players only have 4,000 to start, so that was a massive raise from Eileen.
Eileen, yeah. The most difficult pot to win is the first pot, and it's always very nice to get it out of the way.
Liam, we've had our first casualty here
Gay
at
Kelly.
the Marion Casino Club. Gay Kelly out of this tournament.
Show
Donald 4-1, Daffy evens favored. And it's Daffy by a beak.
Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Show me something.
Back to the action here at the Paddy Power Poker Tournament, and we've still 22 fighting it out.
There is indeed, and I can't see anybody moving off the main table at the moment.
My name is Brian Dowling. I'm 59. I'm MD of a tourism company here in Dublin, and I started playing poker when I was about 10-year-old.
Now, this hand here, it's Eileen on the small blind, Roy Brindley on the big blind, and Sean Tobin is first to speak.
There's a raise on the button. Dave Cleary says there's too many people and let's narrow the field. He's made it 100 and he's been called in 3 spots, Liam.
That's right.
This is 4 ways.
Eileen, Sean Tobin and Brian Dowling and Dave Cleary are involved.
Dave
in this
Cleary
spot.
in with the ace queen of clubs. That's a raising hand if I've ever seen one.
It's up to Eileen to speak first. Eileen checks and Sean Tobin has checked. And it's around. Dave Cleary is betting.
It's been checked around to the button. Dave Cleary says he still likes his hand. He's bet 100. Aileen has passed.
And Dave Cleary is called by Sean Tobin. Sean Tobin first to speak.
We're down to 2 players. It's just Sean and Dave Cleary.
And they checked. Now it's up to Sean Tobin on the last.
Boy, Sean Tobin loved that 7 on the river, Liam. He had a pair. It was the best hand. But now with 3 7s on the river, you can be sure that he knows he's got the winner.
Sean Tobin wins the pot.
I'm 40 years of age. I'm an accountant by profession. I got into poker when I was about 26. I haven't played in about 10 years. I went back playing about 3 months ago.
Now, Liam, the game we're playing here is no limit Texas Hold'em, which means players can bet their entire stack at any time.
At any time, that's right. Now it's up to Brian to speak first.
That's why you see them so careful.
Yeah.
We've got a new
And now
hand.
Stephen. Stephen is calling.
It's been called moving around.
Dave Cleary's gone. Eileen is gone.
He's going to raise them. That's a big raise of 200, and that's why, Liam, he's got the bullets. That's the best you can start with before the flop.
Certainly the best before the flop, and he wins.
And Sean is on fire here, Liam.
Sean is certainly on it. He's on a roll. Now it's Roy Brindley who's on the button. Sean Tobin is the small blind, and Brian Dowling is the big blind, and Stevie McLean will be first to speak.
Because of the under-the-table cameras, us at home, we've seen Sean's cards, but no one at the table knows that he had 2 aces and 3 7s. The hands were never exposed.
That's right.
They might think that he was on it.
That's the way I like to win a pot. You don't have to show them.
So Sean Tobin setting the early tone. There's a new hand here.
And it's Stephen McLean to act first.
The bet is 50 off of the big blind. He says no. Michael will wait.
Michael Frisbee calls.
Option, check.
We're 3-way for the flop. Sean first to speak. He's checked, and Liam, he's got an ace-5. That's 2 pair. Michael has made a bet. Sean has just called it. That's the turn card. It's an 8. Liam,
And it's
I
up to
think
Sean.
Sean's setting a trap here. Michael has put a bet in of about 150 units, and Sean with 2 pair. Liam, you have to think he's going to raise here.
I would think so, yeah. And he did.
Poker is a 5-card game. Michael has the top pair, but it's not good enough right now. Sean Tobin stuck in a big raise.
I think it's 2,000.
It's 2,000 back on Michael. He's folded them up like a $2 suitcase. And Liam, that was the right move. He sussed out that he was beaten.
Michael Frisbee had the top pair, an ace in his hand and an ace on the table, and he thought he had the best hand, so he bet. But Sean Tobin flopped 2 pair, ace and a 5 in his hand and an ace and a 5 on the table, which won him the pot.
Sean Tobin winning just about every pot he gets in. There he took a top pair home to victory, and you can see he's got some chips to play with. Those pink chips worth 500 units each. The yellows are 100 and the whites are 25.
That's right.
Each player started with a total of 4,000 in chips, and Sean is up to about 5 if I'm not mistaken.
Brian Darling on the button.
Dave Cleary first to speak. He says no. We're moving around the table now.
It's up to Roy. Roy calls.
It was a raise to 200 by Roy. It's been called by Stephen in the small blind. We're head up for the 450 unit pot, and the action will be on Stephen McLean. It's 7 high. That's not much of a raiser's flop.
No, Jesse, that could be a very dangerous flop for the raiser.
Roy has made a bet. He's won the pot.
With a pair of queens.
And it was 2 ladies.
Incontested. That's the second time he's had a pair of queens.
He's won both of those hands, but has not won a lot of chips in the process.
No, but he's surviving. I'd say he's about level in chips at the moment. He's probably one of the few of them that are, apart from Sean Tobin.
Stephen McLean yet to win a pot. He's been in a few, but he's still got a nice stack.
Nickname is the Sting, I suppose. Some of my friends call me the Sting after the film. I've been playing poker since I was born. I think the doctor slapped me and I said, let's play, shuffle up and deal, you know.
This is a tough enough table, you know, for small players. Eileen speak.
She's flat called the 50. Action around to Sean. He's been in every pot. This is no exception. Eileen, she's got the ladies this time, Liam, and she's just called. She may be trying to set a trap. There are 6 out of 7 players for the action. It is close to a family pot, and Eileen is going to love that flop, won't she, Liam? Because she's got a set 3 queens.
And she's bet. Eileen is bet.
She's bet 500 units. It's more than the size of the pot. That'll start people folding like 10 pins. Yeah. It's fold, fold. Stephen McLean says no.
No, it's up to Michael Frisbee.
Just Michael left.
Michael and Dave folded.
And he's made a very good fold, Liam. We didn't. So Eileen with a pretty sturdy pot on the virtue of the 3 queens. That's Dave Cleary with the dealer button.
You can never win a tournament from the off. You can only win a tournament when you get down to the final table. So you take it easy and have a look and see what everybody else is doing and try and get some reads on them, and hopefully you'll meet them at the final table.
Dave Cleary has the advantage of acting last every round in this hand. Sean Tobin has flat called the 50. Moving around the table in a clockwise fashion. Ace-4 of spades. He likes that, Liam.
He does indeed. It's up to Dave Cleary.
Stephen McLean in.
Dave Cleary has passed.
Action around to
Eileen
the small
has put in a
blind.
raise.
King 10. Is that optimistic?
Yeah. Stephen McLean calls. It's up to Eileen to speak first.
And she's made the top pair, Liam. pair of tens with a king kicker. She's stuck in a bet. That's 600 if it's a dime. And Liam,
That's a good bet.
Eileen has bet about the size of the pot.
Oh, he's 4 of a straight.
Stephen McLean next to act 8-9. Liam 7, 8, 9, 10. That's up and down straight. A 6 or a jack would make him the top hand. We saw him fold a flush draw before, and he's laid it down again.
Yeah.
Liam, Eileen made the price too steep for Stephen to play.
It seems to be quite a male-dominated environment out there today.
Yeah.
There's not too many women playing on the scene. Does that add a little bit of needle to everything?
No, not needle. You play as equals, don't you, when you play cards? You can't say that about many sports.
Stephen McLean yet to make a stand. He's been pushed out of a few pots, but he still has chips. Sean Tobin, who's won just about every pot he's played, Liam, is the early aggressor at this table, along with Eileen in the first seat. We'll be around the table in a clockwise fashion to call the 50-unit bet. Brian Dowling is in the big blind. It's been called by Eileen and raised out of the small blind by Sean Tobin. Brian said no. We're head up for this pot, Liam. It's the 2 chip leaders. It's Sean versus Eileen. That's Sean with the queen jack. Liam, he's up and down on the flop. Ace 9 10 on the flop. We're up and down with a straight draw here, and he's made a bet. Sean has, Liam. He's pushed Eileen out. She didn't like her cards, and Liam,
Even though she had top pair and ace, but she had a very bad kicker. She'd only got a 6.
that's an example of how the best hand doesn't always win the pot.
Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Show me something, show me something, show me something this time. Which way the wind blows, how do we know when this will happen? Then you will want some, and when
Mary, 11 to 10. Irene, 5 to 4 on. That's a poor start from Irene. Paddy, power bookmaker. Let's make things more interesting.